me shit, can I make a snap or tweet? Pull up and drop Bumblebee, you niggas is a wannabe.
Been feeling fucking cash, bitch. I'm rolling spliffs up. I've been off that shit, but it don't mean shit. I'm getting bigger. Let me call my plug to pick up. No, he got some dank to zip up. Riding the ride with your bitch, and she gon' suck me till she hiccup. I barely drink liquor. When I do, I say some shit.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Alexia Brim here. I mean, it's always Alexia Brim here, but you know, I just have to say it. You guys, you know, we've all been there. We've all been Boo Boo the Fool before, but I have never told you guys the time that I was Boo Boo the Fool. Y'all, when I say this story time is like just literally like the worst time of my fucking life. I can't even like explain to you. I think the worst part of it was that I didn't even know that I was Boo Boo the Fool. It was after the fact that I was like, damn, wait, that nigga was really doing this, that, and the third, and I didn't even realize. So yeah, let me just get into it because it's a long ass story. I'm just gonna be telling y'all the little instances that made me, that I'm like that I remember that made me Boo Boo the Fool, but like it's not like a story of like something specific that happened. Well, I am getting to something specific, but just, you know, it's whatever. Okay, so what are we gonna call this dude? Let me see. We're gonna name him Trey. I'm not going to tell y'all what year it was, but I was a freshman when this happened. Yeah, it was my first semester. I was over there thinking I was in love. We were just, you know, it was a vibe, but like I was dead ass fucking wrong. So I met Trey at this party. I'm African, if you guys don't know. I was at an African party and I met Trey. And we was like vibing, we was kicking it or whatever. It was cool. I thought, you know what, I might like this dude because like I met him and we just had like this long ass conversation. So you know when you just meet somebody and you just like talking to them and you're like, oh, I fuck with this person. So that's kind of what it was. Oh my God. Just thinking about this shit just makes me like, you so stupid. Like, you just so stupid. So I met Trey. We started hanging out. We was like talking for a good couple of months. And then you know, it was just like an awkward situation because at the time I didn't know why he was playing the games he was playing, but he was just doing what he wanted to do. This dude, basically he was a junior at the time. So he was kind of treat me like I was like on The Bachelorette trying to be his girlfriend. Like he would say stuff like, there was this one time I was studying with him and his friends, and his female friend asked him like, yo, is that your girl? And he was like, oh, you know, I mean, she's in the running to be. What? And like, I would just take it as, oh, he was just joking or whatever. He basically treated me like I was his child. There was this one time when we went to church together, and because it was an African church, he like said, I think one of the grandmas that was in the church was like, oh, is that your girl or whatever? And then the next time we was going to that church, will you believe this nigga told me not to sit with him so nobody would assume something that wasn't? And the whole reason why he didn't want me to like, he basically didn't want anybody to know that he was talking to me. And the reason was because he was a private person. So this is my first college relationship. I don't even want to say that we was together because he honestly never claimed me. Like he just kind of, we would just always be together, but like he just never asked me out. Like, yeah, the one time he asked me out, he was like, never mind, the next day. So y'all can see how like stupid this is going already. This is the thing. The reason why I was going out with him is because he was the first guy I met that would like take me to dinner every night and just like pay for my, like he would take me to go get my nails done. He would be like, come outside. So I felt like a little bougie, you know, like I felt like, oh, this dude cares about me. He would get out of classes and be like, yo, where you at? I want to take you to go eat, or I want to take you to get your nails done. So I was just feeling like, you know, a little bougie princess or whatever. So I would like be telling my roommate at the time, that's another story time, by the way. But I would be telling my roommate, yo, this guy really cares about me. Like, he just want to take me out all the time. But we would always go to places that we would never typically see the people that we knew. So I should have kind of like known that he was just doing that to keep me, but he didn't really want to date me. So there's this one time that like he came to my place, and I think my RN at the time, which is like the resident assistant, she was African. So we knew her. So I think he didn't want, well, I know that he didn't want her to see him leaving my place, because he would always try to hang out with me around like nighttime. Like he would always hit me up at night. But I just thought it was because he was busy having classes and stuff. You know, he was a junior. So when he's like, he's busy, I'm not going to bother him, because I know like that's like serious shit. So I would literally just, you know, be like, oh, you know, he's just really busy or whatever. I'm just going to see him at night. And he would come over to my place and then he would dip. But this one time he accidentally slept off after like being at my place. And tell me why this dude literally woke up at 4 a.m. and was like, I gotta go. I don't want nobody to see me leaving your place at like 4 a.m. And the reason he told me this was because, what did he say? He was like, oh, because like, even if you want people to know that we're together, it's not this way. Like, you don't want people to see me coming out of your place and that's how they get to know that we're together. Like, we should make it official the right way. So I'm just like, okay, you know, it's whatever, it's cool. So I remember this one time, this kid, I left something at his place and I was like, I had to get it. I think it was my keys or something. And he wasn't home. He was in class. Well, he said he was in class. So I was like, okay. I went to his place and I think his friend was coming to go get his keys because he wanted to borrow his car. So I'm talking to Trey. I was like, yo, like, somebody's like, I'm hearing noises in the living room. He's like, oh my God, don't make a sound. Don't let anybody know that you're there. This is not how I want people to find out that we're dating or whatever. So he would use the word dating, but he never really asked me out, which is like, I don't understand. There was just like multiple instances of him just playing with my emotions, playing with my feelings. Like the day that he asked me out, he literally asked me out in the restaurant. Like we went out to eat at night and he was like, oh, will you be my girlfriend or whatever? And I was like, yeah, like I really like this dude. And then when we got home the next day, he was in the living room and some girl was like blowing up this nigga's phone. And I'm like, this is my man? Who is this? Like, what's going on? So I literally like, I picked up the phone and I like, cause you know how like the notifications will show up in the front screen. I like swiped to one of them and I think he was in the bathroom. So his phone was unlocked. He just like threw it on the bed and went to the bathroom. So I basically like opened it and I just saw like the text with the girl. So I like really quick, I just closed it because I didn't want no drama from him. Like he literally used to treat me like a fucking child. So I was like, I'm not even trying to deal with this right now. And then I think he was in the living room. He was like, yo, can you pass my phone? So I'm like closing all of the shit. And then I'm like, I go to give him his phone and this nigga is like, yo, you think I didn't know that you opened my phone just now? And I'm like, is that really the issue? Is the issue that I opened your phone, or is the issue that this fucking bitch is calling you nonstop right now? So I was literally pissed off over that. Like we was going back and forth about that. And then he just randomly is like, yo, I'm not asking you out anymore. I did that too soon. You're doing the most. I don't want to do that. So that's how come he asked me out and then he didn't ask me out. So at this point, I'm thinking we not together. So this is how the shit went down. Me and Trey was talking for the longest time. And then I met this other kid that was my friend. I'm not going to say his name. Actually, no, let me give him a name. I met this kid, Josh. Let me tell y'all how me and Trey even met. I was waiting. It was the career fair in this school. I was waiting for this man because he's a junior. I'm a freshman. And he's like, come to the career fair with me. You know, come meet me at the career fair and we'll go get lunch after. So I'm waiting and waiting. He's talking to all these bitches. They're his classmates or whatever. And I'm just sitting there. And at a point, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. And I literally went to the dining hall to go get food. And guess where I met Josh? In line for food when I said, fuck Trey. So that's how come we met. Me and this kid Josh started hanging out a lot. So it got back to him that I made this friend. And like when I became friends with Josh, I literally would like invite Josh to like all the African events. Cause like, you know, I'm Nigerian or whatever. I wanted to be around Nigerian people. That was probably my first mistake. And so I would literally like bring Josh to all these events as my friend and introduce him to people as my friend. Like I wasn't even into him at that point. And then I was like, I think the first week that I met Josh, I was talking to Trey this one time. I was like, yo, like, you need to meet this kid, like my friend Josh. Like, he's really cool. And then Trey wants to be like, yeah, that new dude you fucking. And I'm like, and we was in his car, by the way. So I'm like, nigga, take me home. I'm not about to deal with this because I'm already going through it for the fact that, like, we've been together. I can't even fucking tell nobody about you because you want to fucking be all secretive and shit. And then I'm trying to, like, if I was really fucking him, like, why would I mention his name in your presence? Like, why would I mention him? Like, why would I do that? So this motherfucker Trey is, like, pissing me off at this point. And I'm like, you know, just take me home. And then he's like, oh, if you wasn't guilty, you wouldn't be like, take me home or whatever. So that's just what happened. He took me the fuck home. I was so pissed off. I was thinking like, damn, I really fuck with this nigga. And he over here playing me. I'm over here trying to tell him about my friend. Like what is happening right now? So I was dead over the situation. Tell me why this Josh kid, he's like on some runs. He's on some bullshit. And he was like, I think he was like going to go hang out with some thought. So he was like, well, I don't want to call her a thought. He was hanging out with some girl. So he was like, yo, let me leave my bag at your place because we was hanging out prior to that. So he left his bag at my place. And then Josh hits me up at like 11 at night. He's like, yo, we haven't talked in a while. I want to come through. And I'm like, I didn't even remember that Josh left his shit at my place. I'm just like, we haven't talked in a minute. Obviously, we do need to have a conversation so you can slide through. So he's sliding through and he comes in the door and like, I live in a dorm at this point. So he comes in the door and he sees Josh's bag on like my floor. And he's like, yo, who the fuck's bag is that? And I'm like, oh, you know, it's my friend Josh. We was doing homework together, but he went to go hang out with someone. So he left it there. So this is already looking mad sus. It's like, why is this nigga's shit in my place? What the fuck is going on? Mind you, he's already accused me of fucking with this nigga prior to that. So he's already like mad, like sus about it. But honestly, he was a bitch because when that happened, literally, Josh is so comfortable to the point where he just walks in and out of my place. He knows all of my roommates. So he didn't even hit me up that he was coming. And he comes through to get his shit while fucking Trey is there. So at this point, both of these motherfuckers is in my place. I'm like, yo, like, this is fucking crazy. I don't even know what's about to happen. So Trey is like, yo, what's up? My name is, you know, Trey or whatever. And so they dab each other up. Whole time I'm sitting there like I don't know what the fuck to say. Like I'm just shook. And then Josh is like, yo, let me just get my stuff real quick. And I'm like, your bag is right fucking there where you left it. And he gets his shit and he goes. So I think at this point, Trey is thinking like, yo, is this nigga about to snatch my girl or whatever? So he starts like getting all like into me and serious. And by this time, it's too late for Trey because me and Josh is starting to get a little, you know, we started to like each other. Me and Josh was friends before we even started, like, before anything. So I used to tell him how this nigga Trey used to like not like claim me and all the bullshit he used to do. So it was actually Josh that helped me realize that this nigga was on some shit. Because he was like, if he's really serious about you, why he ain't asked you out yet? Why is he hiding it? He was like, if a nigga says like, and at this time, like, I'm naive as fuck. I'm a freshman, so I'm thinking like, no, he's just a private person. But we all know what the fuck he was on. I was just boo the fool. So he's like, oh, you know, like, you have to think about it. Like, you're somebody that anybody would want to claim. And he's all like, you know, hyping me up, making me realize my worth or whatever. So I started liking this nigga because, like, you know, when somebody helps you realize who the fuck you are, you can't help but fuck with them. So me and Josh, you know, we talking, but we're not talking seriously at this time. We just fucking with each other, basically. I think Trey could see that something was going on. There was something in the water, like something fishy was happening. So he kind of starts being all serious about me again. Mind you, before Trey sees Josh in my apartment, he is all like, you know, not trying to talk to me like that. He's acting the way he usually be acting because he's thinking like I'm already his. He don't got to put in any work or whatever. So at this time that he saw Josh in my apartment, he's getting all ready to like, you know, do something. Like he's getting ready to like be serious about me. All of a sudden he's coming to my place. All of a sudden he's like, yo, when can we hang or whatever? And honestly, at this point, I'm not really feeling him that much because after Josh has like opened my eyes to a lot of the bullshit that he's putting me through, I'm starting to look at Trey like, yeah, nigga, okay. So I was just entertaining him, but I was just thinking about a way to like tell him like, I don't want to be with you no more, nigga. Like, I'm through. Like, you're trash. You didn't value me, and now I'm about to bounce. Sorry. So this one day finally comes, and like, Trey comes over, you know, at nighttime, the usual shit he be doing. And this man literally sleeps over. And when I tell you, like, I'm sleeping next to him, I'm looking at him like, you know that look you just give someone like, I'm not even fucking with you right now. And I'm the type of person, like, when I fuck with someone before, it's very hard for me to tell them, I don't want to fuck with you no more. So I was just kind of stalling the situation. Like, I just didn't want to have to tell this nigga, get the fuck up out of my house. Like, I don't fuck with you. Like, you're lame. Like, you literally fucking try to play me. And now that you see that someone else might be in the picture, you'll want to be all into me and shit. You're not into me. You just want to own me. Like, I'm property. Like, fuck you. So I literally didn't say shit to him. And then honestly, I woke up in the middle of the night like, bitch, this nigga got to get off your bed. Like, this shit is bullshit. So I literally tell this man, like, get out. Like, I literally told this man to get out because I was just looking at him over there. I was looking at him sleeping comfortably, and it just wasn't sitting well with me. I was just thinking, like, I'm not about to sit here and pretend like everything is cool when I know damn well. Honestly, what my plan was, I was just going to let him sleep, and then in the morning, he was just going to go his way, and that was just going to be it. But I just couldn't sleep through the night. Like, I was just that over him. So he's like packing his shit. I like follow him to like the front. It's like kind of a front porch, but more like the steps because this is on campus housing at this time. So we're on the steps and this man gets on his knee talking about, I want you to be my girlfriend for real. Nigga, what? All this fucking time, all these fucking months, and you have had this opportunity to literally tell me this thing that you're saying right now. I literally sat there and told him, I was like, it's too late. Like, I'm over you. So he's looking at me like, wow, like, because he really took me like I was a little girl. Like, he really took me like I would never have sense. I was going to be boo-boo the fool for him forever. So he's literally looking at me kind of shook, like, is she serious right now? Like, I'm really on my knee and this bitch just want to pretend like I didn't just get on my knee. But I'm like, I see you on your knee and I don't want it. Like, I'm good on you. I promise. Like, so I literally told him it's too late, honestly. Like, I remember exactly what I said. I said, I'm not really interested in a relationship right now. And honestly, like, I just want to be single. Like, this has just been too much for me. You've really done a lot and it's not sitting well with me, so I just don't want to be in a relationship right now. Okay. So I tell him this. It's just funny now that I'm thinking about it because, like, wow, I was really so stupid. Like, why was I even with him to begin with? Like, But of course, you know, when you like someone and you're like, what, how old was I? It's like 18. When you like someone and you're 18, you swear that that's the person you want to be with. So like, I was just kind of staying there because I really thought that was going to be my man, but I was wrong. So this is the thing. After this shit happened, me and Josh start talking and shit gets back to Trey, and you know, it's just like, it's just honestly, it's just a bunch of like times of him like hitting me up once in a while, like, yo, you know, let's hang or whatever. But then like a couple months later, me and Trey actually start dating for real, for real. And like we made it official and everything. So he's seen it. He's probably like, damn, like she was over here telling me she wasn't fucking with this nigga, but she was actually fucking with this nigga. But honestly, I can give a fuck what he said. And that's how come Trey played himself. And that's how come he literally gave me the opportunity to meet the man that I was going to leave him for. Okay. It was like so much drama at the time. Like, I swear I was going through it. Anywho, so after this time, like, I don't remember how it got back to me, but the car that he was using to take me out and make me feel like I was some kind of queen wasn't even this motherfucker's car. It was like some other Nigerian kid that was in the school that graduated and went to another state and just left this deadbeat ass car for his friends. So they was, all the Nigerian kids that were his friends were sharing this car. It wasn't even his fucking car. And the dude that came to his apartment at that time was actually there to go get the car because he needed the car for something. So it wasn't Trey's car. He was over here stunting and getting bitches with a car that wasn't even his. I didn't even fucking care about whether he had a car or not. That's the worst part. But he was doing all this just to like make me feel like I was special, and it wasn't even his ride. Like, can you imagine the audacity of this nigga? But yeah, you know, that's my story. That's the time I was Boo Boo the clown, Boo Boo the fool, whatever you want to call her. That was me. You know, I'm a lot wiser, a lot smarter now. Thinking about this just makes me actually be like, what the fuck was going on? But I was a freshman, so let's just chalk it to the game. And let's call it that. I really hope you guys enjoy this story time. I do have a lot of more stories of fucked up shit that's happened to me. I don't know if you guys want to hear about that, but let me know if you do, and I will surely make a video and tell you guys about that. I really want to say thank you again for watching me. Thank you for always tuning into my videos. I love you guys. I know I sound really annoying right now, but I've just been talking for so long, and I'm kind of just overhearing my own voice at this point. But yeah. If you enjoy this story time, go ahead and click on other videos of mine. You'll probably find something in there that you like because you're here, so I know you like something. I know you like me. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.